Jules Kounde spotted on Oxford Street. Arsenal potentially still getting Champions League at the expense of Chelsea Football Club. What? Pulisic, shadow talks with Thomas Tuchel. Ziyech isn't happy either. And finally, Raheem Sterling to Chelsea. What a big video I've got planned for you. Let's get into this. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys. And you lot already know the deal. You guys already understand how much smoke I'm coming with due to that little intro. We have got massive news. Jules Kounde spotted in London. What's it for? Why is it for? We're going to decipher it. Number two Chelsea attackers are looking to leave the club. Or are they? Because reports are Pulisic's happy, but he wants shadow talk. Number three, Raheem Sterling linked with the club. We're going to break that down. We're going to decipher whether he suits the system. Is it worth the signing, or should we just let him go to Arsenal? Number four, Arsenal fans are getting gassed. They might get the Champions League on a technicality because the takeover is not complete yet. I've got the update for you on the takeover. I've got the update for you on the regulations that could kick Arsenal out. And finally, what else are you going to do? You might as well. You clicked on the video. Watch the video, bloody hell. Come on. But before we get started, I think it's important that every single one of you support the cause. Hit the like button. It goes a long way. It's free of charge and it helps the channel grow rapidly. We're fast approaching 15k. Literally, the last 400 people happened in maybe 5 days. So let's push and do it. 15k and then 25k by the end of the year. That's always been the goal. You lot are important to make that happen. So do it. Come on. Let's start with Jules Kounde because I think it's the big story. So Jules Kounde gets spotted on Oxford Street by fans. Fans are going up to him. Paparazzi everywhere. Oh, can I take a picture with you, mate? Can I take a picture with you, mate? And this is good news because all the reports coming out is that this is a done deal. All the reports coming out that the agent has secured him the contract he wanted. Chelsea are going to activate the release clause and sign the player. And more importantly, Jules Kounde has been begging to join Chelsea for the last 12 months. He was distraught, he was disheartened, and he was absolutely fuming when the deal initially broke down. So this is good news for Chelsea Football Club. The fact that he's in London, it could actually just be man's on holiday. Do you know what I mean? The guy went, got on the Eurostar, got his ass to to London, and did some shopping for the day. London's amazing for shopping, and when you most probably have his salary, it's even better. You don't say no. But I think there's more than meets the eye. I think this is potentially him coming to negotiate with Chelsea, having a few conversations. It's interesting. Players that are going to negotiate with Chelsea are Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic. Well, reports are coming out that Christian Pulisic is happy at Chelsea, but he is going to seek some reassurances from Thomas Tuchel. In the upcoming weeks, he's going to have a sit-down meeting with Tuchel and the Chelsea hierarchy to understand where he stands with his future. Hakim Ziyech could be another one facing the exit, and this is something that we shouldn't be surprised for. The latter end of the season, it was very evident Hakim Ziyech was not favoured by the team. He was not in the starting lineup. He wasn't even being a rotation piece. He was getting 15 minutes, 20 minutes here and there. Him starting the last game of the season was, in my opinion, a token minute. So what do I think of this? I think this is good. This is good news for Chelsea because Chelsea need to understand which players they want to keep and which players they don't want to keep. I think that's the important factor. If Pulisic ain't developing and is not playing, what is the point of having him on the wages? To sell t-shirts? He's better than that, and Chelsea are better than that. Hakim Ziyech has not been utilised from the outset to the way he would want to be utilised. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a move to AC Milan, who have been interested, maybe a move to Italy, to an Inter or Juventus, a Spanish move potentially, because the player is a very good player. It's all about giving him the platform to grow and highlight his skill set. In our system, where we are so dependent on quick, aggressive attacks, where we need to get in behind quickly when there's a deep block, or when we have to open someone up when they're absolutely sitting back, then Hakim Ziyech is not actually very useful because Tuchel doesn't favour it. Matt Law written out a beautiful article linking players to Chelsea, and one of the players that was mentioned within the article is Raheem Sterling. So Raheem Sterling's got 12 months left on his deal. Big players are interested in him in the sense that Arsenal, Tottenham, and Chelsea. And this makes me think now, would Raheem Sterling be a good addition to Tuchel's system? I personally think Raheem Sterling would be a fantastic addition to any team. But to Tuchel's system, this is where my queries and my worries and my hesitations and my anxiousness for big number signings for Chelsea Football Club arise. When you think about it, right, what's Raheem Sterling good at? He's good at running in behind, a ball over the top. Raheem Sterling is good at beating a man one-on-one off a dribble, putting a cross in, and Raheem is actually very good at interchange in tight areas. He's really improved that. However, Raheem Sterling is not a creator, and we already lack creators. We already lack the clinical final pass or the clinical finisher. So will we generate the frequency of chances to enable Raheem Sterling to flourish in this Chelsea system? Or is he just going to be another Christian Pulisic? Because essentially, it's a like-for-like substitution. If Pulisic goes, you bring Raheem in, it's like for like, it's just one's older than the other. But Raheem obviously has more quality at this moment in time. He's a more finished product player. This guy scored over 120 Premier League goals, I think, and people disrespect him on a daily basis, which I never understand. It blows my mind. He's a goal scoring machine from the wing. So for me now, it's very important, and I want to hear all of your stances on this. Do you think it's important that Chelsea actively go and secure a Raheem Sterling? Or do you think it has to be an Ousmane Dembele? It needs to be a Pedro Neto. It needs to be a Rafinha. One of the others. Because I'm worried about the Raheem move. I really am. With our fan base, the way we get on players from missing chances, not alone like underperforming, I think he's going to be in big trouble. The final story is regarding the takeover. Look, the takeover is almost done, and Chelsea are almost going to miss out on the Champions League. And missing out on the Champions League could be detrimental for the club. And the reason it could be detrimental for the club is because if we don't have owners by the 31st of May, the Football Association won't recommend us or pass our paperwork through to the UEFA, and UEFA will kick us out of the Premier League, I think, of the Champions League. And this is very confusing, but I do believe it's a lot of scaremongering. I genuinely believe it's a lot of scaremongering. This is to get Arsenal fans excited for clicks. This is to get Chelsea fans nervous for clicks. So I don't buy it. The takeover's due to be completed any day now. The government's approved it. The Premier League's approved it. It's all about just getting the final ticks now. The fund that Roman Abramovich has of 1.6 billion has been approved. It will be kept in escrow in an account that will not be touched, allegedly. This is what's been reported in the news. And the Portuguese government need to confirm it because he is a Portuguese national with a passport. So essentially, this deal's as good as done. It should be done by the 31st of May. We should be in the Champions League. Arsenal fans, don't get too excited because you lot are just getting gassed for no reason, and this is what you lot do, innit? This is literally what you lot do. But as you lot, we don't care about you lot. We're looking up. So peeps, this was the Kavkas View. I hope you lot enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts, and see you next time. Peace out, I'm out. But before we get started, I think it's important that every single one of you support the cause. Hit the like button. It goes a long way. It's free of charge, and it helps the channel grow rapidly. We're fast approaching 15K. Literally, the last 400 people happened in maybe 5 days. So let's push and do it. 15K and then 25K by the end of the year. That's always been the goal. You lot are important to make that happen. So do it. Come on.